Hi everyone, Big Mac here. So apparently my countdown's going a little longer than I expected, so I'm going to be splitting this into two parts. If you want to check out numbers 25 through 11, they're in the other video. But for now, I'm just going to go with the top 10. Again, just a quick reminder, I'm going to do one song per artist, usually my favorite, though I'll tend to lean towards earlier stuff also. Also, just, I think from this point on, it's all rock songs, just to let you guys know what kind of stuff I listen to. Mostly mainstream, mostly radio hits. So, that's just this is just my list again. So, if you have any recommendations of, other music that you think I would like, that I would be, gladly encourage. But, I just don't want any crap from people. Alright, here we go. Now it's getting a little tough. Number 10, I have Stranger Things Have Happened by Foo Fighters. This isn't an official single. It was released off of their '07 album Echo Silence Patience Grace. Just a very beautiful, simple song. If I can find a link to it, hopefully you can listen to it. Obviously, they've also been a very powerful force this year. They've had a lot of good hits. DOA, Times Like These, Best of You. Best of You is possibly my favorite music video of this decade, which definitely holds a spot in my heart for that. Number 9, we have Jesus/Jesus Christ, depending on who you ask, by Brand New. Again, a friend of mine introduced me to this song, and very emo styled, very alternative, that I just wound up falling in love with. I don't know how to play guitar, but this is the first song I tried to learn to play on guitar, so it's also got a place on my heart for that. Just again, very beautiful and simple song that I think manages to convey a lot of emotion and distress at the same time. Number 8, I have Through Glass by Stone Sour. Not much of a profound band. It's the lead singer of Slipknot, the heavy metal band, but I found that this song really manages to convey a lot of image. The music video is also really great. It talks about the superficiality between people that we see on TV, on the internet, and who they are in real life. Are they really like that? What do they do? What is the role of the paparazzi? In relating to a person's regular life? Do we care about when celebrities drop off their laundry, or if they do their own laundry? Do we care when they go wash their cars? That kind of mentality, and I think, again, I love the video for that also. Coming in at number 7, I have Mr. Brightside by The Killers. Another great band that emerged from this decade, and they've got a few good singles from over a couple albums. The Human song was just weird. I don't like that one. Are we human or are we dancer? I don't get it. But Mr. Brightside, very nice, simple, clean. One of the few songs I think where you can get away with repeating the first verse twice. That's popped up every now and then. It always has, but this is one of them that manages to pull it off in such a very powerful fashion. Coming in at number 6, we have Knocked Up by Kings of Leon. Kings of Leon is probably one of my favorite bands right now, if not my favorite band right now. Knocked Up was not an official single, but it's off of their third album, Because of the Times. Their newer song, Sex on Fire, You Somebody, that's from their fourth album. I've known them since their first single, Molly's Chambers, came out. I saw the video for that, and then I saw The Bucket off of their second album a while later. But, when the third one came out and On Call was the single, I think I saw them on Letterman maybe, but I decided I had to go get that album. So, then obviously the new one came out, and then I went back and bought those first two albums. So hopefully this band will stay around for a while. I kind of feel special because I learned to like them before they were, as big as they are now. But I just think Knocked Up is a very exemplary song. It's very simple, very lovely. Comes in at 7 minutes, probably the longest song on this countdown. But I just love it the entire time. Coming in at number 5, I Will Possess Your Heart by Death Cab for Cutie. This is the longest song on the countdown for sure. Easily 8 minutes, a bass intro that just seems to go on forever, and frankly, I don't want it to stop. The song is very haunting, it does have a bit of a stalker mentality to it, but I find it very captivating in the same time. And Death Cab for Cutie, I've really only known them since they've gone, mainstream away, supposedly away from their indie roots, and I don't know enough about that stuff, but hopefully I'll hear more of this band because I really like them. Coming in at number 4, a good old-fashioned rock song, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. They've had a lot of music come out, in the years since, but I think this is still their signature song that came out way back when, back in 2000. But still very powerful, hard-hitting song. Coming in at number 3, I have Warning by Incubus. This was really a hard pick for me to decide what song to include here, but I looked at all their albums and stuff. I think Warning from Morning View is probably just the best exemplary song. Very powerful. The ending just comes off very slow and sudden at the same time. I don't know, it's just very beautiful, haunting. Coming in at number 2, Save Me by Shinedown. I gotta admit, Shinedown is probably one of my favorite harder acts this decade, and so, again, it was hard to pick a song, but Save Me just felt like, a very good song. I love their new album, love their first album. One of the first concerts I went to was Shinedown, and I've just loved them ever since. And number 1, Like a Stone by Audioslave. I know I'm a sucker for it, but I love that song. I freaking love this song. And, Audioslave, I also love their '03 album. I also love Revelations. I actually did like Revelations. But Out of Exile also, Be Yourself was a great song. Possibly one of my other favorite songs of the decade. Like a Stone is just very powerful, and obviously, what is it now? Everybody's got their own different projects, so, super groups like that, tend to not stay around for very long, but when they do, they manage to make very powerful music. And Like a Stone, I think, is just one of those songs that is going to stay with me for the rest of my life, and that's what I love about it. Okay, thanks you guys so much for listening and watching. Again, I'll try and post links up as much as I can. Hopefully, you can leave comments about it if you disagree, agree, or if you think there are some bands that I didn't mention, that you think I should be listening to, please let me know. Alright, Big Mac saying later.